Welcome to The West is Best by Test, where we explore the ideas and concepts that helped shape Western civilization. Gratitude is a virtue that has long been championed as essential to both personal well-being and societal harmony. In Western civilization, gratitude has played a foundational role in shaping cultural, political, and economic structures. From ancient philosophy to contemporary discourse, expressions of gratitude have strengthened communities, fostered innovation, and countered destructive ideologies. But in recent years, a shift has emerged, where ingratitude threatens to erode the very pillars upon which the West stands. The importance of gratitude is deeply embedded in Western thought. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, emphasized gratitude as a means to cultivate resilience and inner peace. Christianity further elevated gratitude as a central moral and spiritual tenet, instructing believers to give thanks regardless of circumstance. Gratitude, in this sense, became not just a private virtue, but a public good, fostering stability and cooperation in societies that embraced it. Edmund Burke, the 18th century political philosopher, warned that societies must show gratitude for their inherited traditions and institutions. He argued that civilization is a fragile inheritance passed down through generations, and those who fail to appreciate it risk dismantling it without understanding what is being lost. The founding fathers of the United States also emphasized gratitude as a civic virtue. George Washington's Thanksgiving Proclamation of 1789 urged Americans to acknowledge the blessings of liberty, law, and prosperity. Similarly, Abraham Lincoln reinforced gratitude in the midst of national crisis, declaring Thanksgiving as an official holiday in 1863 to unify a divided nation through shared appreciation for its ideals. Gratitude as an antidote to social division. Douglas Murray, in The War on the West, argues that much of today's cultural upheaval stems from a profound ingratitude toward the achievements of Western civilization. He contends that while historical injustices must be acknowledged, an obsession with past wrongs without recognition of progress leads to resentment rather than reconciliation. Murray contrasts this with figures like Martin Luther King Jr., who, despite fighting against systemic injustices, framed his arguments within the ideals of the American founding. King's message was one of hope and gratitude for the principles that could lead to true equality. In contrast, today's woke ideology often dismisses or outright rejects the values that made progress possible, focusing solely on grievance and guilt. Ayaan Hirsi Ali, in Prey and other works, echoes this concern, noting that many in the modern West fail to appreciate the freedoms and protections afforded to them. She argues that those who continually focus on victimhood narratives fail to recognize how much progress has been made compared to historical injustices and the conditions in non-Western societies. The psychological and societal benefits of gratitude. Gratitude is not just a moral imperative, it has tangible psychological benefits. Studies in positive psychology, particularly those by Martin Seligman and Flourish, demonstrate that individuals who practice gratitude experience higher levels of happiness, lower levels of stress, and greater social cohesion. Societies that cultivate gratitude tend to be more stable and resilient, whereas those that nurture grievance and resentment are more prone to conflict and decline. Jordan Peterson, in 12 Rules for Life, also emphasizes gratitude as a key factor in personal responsibility and societal order. He warns that resentment, often fueled by ingratitude, leads individuals and societies down dangerous paths of nihilism and destruction. Moreover, Robert Emmons, in Thanks, How Practicing Gratitude Can Make You Happier, highlights the extensive psychological research showing that gratitude leads to better mental health, stronger relationships, and increased resilience in the face of hardship. Societies that encourage gratitude are more likely to have cooperative citizens who work toward the common good, rather than fall into divisive tribalism. The decline of gratitude in the West. Despite its historical importance, gratitude is increasingly being replaced by an ideology of entitlement and perpetual grievance. The rise of cancel culture, the rewriting of history to emphasize only its darkest chapters, and the rejection of traditional values all point to a growing ingratitude for the sacrifices and achievements that shaped the modern world. Roger Scruton, in How to Be a Conservative, argues that civilization depends on an appreciation of what came before. He critiques the impulse to dismantle institutions without understanding their purpose, emphasizing that gratitude for the past is essential for a stable future. Similarly, Victor Davis Hanson in The Dying Citizen warns that modern Western societies are losing the values that made them successful, gratitude among them. He suggests that an excessive focus on systemic oppression and victimhood is eroding the sense of civic duty and appreciation that once united Western nations. Additionally, Mary Eberstadt in Primal Screams, How the Sexual Revolution Created Identity Politics, links the rise of grievance-based identity politics to a cultural shift away from gratitude. She argues that when people lack gratitude for stable institutions, such as family, tradition, and Western values, they seek identity through victimhood and activism rather than through constructive civic engagement. Gratitude is more than just a personal virtue. It is a societal glue that holds civilizations together. The West has flourished in large part because of its ability to build upon its past with a sense of appreciation and responsibility. To abandon gratitude is to risk undermining the foundations that have brought freedom, prosperity, and human flourishing. If we wish to preserve the best of Western civilization, we must embrace gratitude, not as passive acceptance, but as an active acknowledgement of the good that has come before and a commitment to carrying it forward. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. For supplementary reading, check out the links below this video.